The Schimmel factory is situated in northern Germany's industrial and agricultural heartland near Hanover. After an early start, invited guests and Peregrine's piano staff enjoyed sunny panoramas of the forests, factories and towns of Lower Saxony.
Herzlichen Willkommen in Deutschland. Peregrine's Pianos is very pleased to have organised this trip and to welcome you. We've got 20 people today. We've managed to get you all on the flight from Heathrow. We've got a coach waiting for us outside. We hope you're going to have an amazing day.
This is Peregrine's Piano's fourth visit to the factory. We have a record number of guests, all interested in seeing Schimmel upright and grand pianos being crafted and manufactured for worldwide export. Braunschweig, or Brunswick to the English, is an hour's drive away. Our guests include customers who have already bought Schimmel pianos and others interested in doing so, both for individual and school use. As on previous visits, we're also taking piano tuners and technicians, and on the drive there's plenty of time to get to know one another. Schimmel is the largest volume German piano manufacturer. It was founded in Leipzig in 1885. The present purpose-built factory is not far from the centre of Braunschweig, and on arrival we have a warm welcome from the managing director and the head of sales and marketing.
I would like to thank the company enormously for their hospitality. I'd like you to meet Hannes Schimmel-Vogel, who is the managing director of Schimmel Pianos here in Braunschweig, and Lothar Kircher, who is the chief marketing officer.
So first of all, I want to welcome you and thank you for the effort you do just by waking up early and that long trip in such a short time. I want to thank you for all you did in the last 6 years. And maybe Dawn is a good example for what Schimmel is about. It's of course a lot of craftsmanship, but a lot of passion. And you're almost a synonym for passion. The passion, the passion it takes to sell high-end pianos, to transport the love for music, and it's amazing how you do that. And it's a real honor to have you here, and I hope we can give you a great day that makes worth the travels you had.
Thank you.
And on with the tour led by Lothar.
The factory is at this particular place since the 1970s. Before we were in a different area at Braunschweig, so compared in the piano industry, it's a quite young factory.
Large parts of the manufacturing process are necessarily secret, so they cannot be filmed. However, on this occasion, Lothar has let us show various aspects that illustrate the ingenuity that goes into making these quality instruments.
And if you look at the surface of the grand piano, it's not a wooden material. We are using an artificial material.
This is because, as he tells us, a special polyester is used to achieve the desired effect.
And the clavier lack is supposed to be very even, just like a mirror. This is why it looks so nice.
And then more about the construction methods involved here.
So this one, will be the floorboard, and you open it up. It's the keyboard behind it. And if you look at this part, this is hardwood inlays, where screws are going into. Because we make sure that the screw will really be tight over many, many years.
The factory is comprised of numerous workshops, each for specific parts of piano manufacture. Here the finishing area, and here where the iron frames are machined.
So here, for instance, you see an iron plate, which is nothing being done to it, and here already you see all the drillings in it, which has been done, which is being made by this machine over there.
Next, an essential part, creating the soundboard.
So making the right soundboard, which actually is doing what the piano designer wants it to do, I think is the most complicated thing. So for us, mountain-grown spruce really is the best what we can imagine.
Now the iron frames that we saw earlier are painted and installed, and the instruments are strung. Lothar was asked why the strings are looped and not individually strung.
Yeah, there's different philosophies. Yep. You can install string by string. Yep. So it's sometimes done by concert instruments. So if during a concert the string breaks, you still, from 3 strings, you still have 2.
Then, the work involved in making the keyboards. And Schimmel is the only manufacturer in Germany who make their own keyboards.
This is a special material developed by us, which is more sensitive, and it's imitating ivory, which pianists prefer, but what we don't want to use anymore these days, because of the reasons you know.
But we learn that modern materials cannot always replace the traditional. Is it possible to use plastic instead of felt bushings?
Plastic over the time would make little noises, squeaking, or it would start clocking or whatever. So this kind of material is really the best. This is with many things at the piano, that the historic way of how to make a piano actually turns out to be the best.
And to another very traditional process in a little quiet room for the voicing of the near-complete instruments. The wool felt hammers are toned to create the unique Schimmel sound.
When we sell pianos at Peregrine's, we are very keen to point out that you're not just buying a piano per se, that it needs to be regularly serviced and tuned. The piano tuner and the technician are your 2 best friends after you buy a piano.
So this is the final inspection room. To make a good piano, a good grand piano, takes 12 months. It's not that we are working constantly on the instrument, but we allow the instrument maturing time until it goes through this door over there, where we send it out to our lovely customers.
Thank you, Lothar.
Yeah.
A group photograph to round off the tour, then time to rest weary legs and a cup of tea. Finally, we learn how Schimmel has evolved through the years.
This is when our technicians ask the question, what kind of instrument does every pianist prefers to play? I think it's an easy answer. It's a full-size concert grand.
He spoke about the concert concept that enables pianists to enjoy the benefits of the outstanding touch and tonal characteristics of the large concert grands, even when playing smaller models. Then, into the concert room for the hands-on part of the tour. Here, all of the models of the Schimmel range are available to be played by the guests. But first, a rendition of the Third Rhapsody by Dochnani, played by Dawn on the largest of the Schimmel concert grands, the 280. This densely scored, late romantic work shows off the enormous variety of tone colour that can be achieved on a Schimmel grand piano. Time for the visitors to try out the pianos for themselves. Firstly, a cacophony in the concert room. And a stunning array of grand pianos in the selection room.
Having to try loads of pianos has been really helpful to actually see the differences, the minute differences between all of them.
Then a traditional meal in the centre of Braunschweig for taste of goulash, Wurst, Kartoffelsalat and all the delicious dishes of the region. So it seems the long day was worth it. Lots of questions answered, curiosity satisfied, and our guests much better informed about Schimmel pianos.
It's actually been inspiring to come today. I feel really, my enthusiasm for playing has been reinvigorated. It's been fascinating.
I'm so glad you've enjoyed it.